Oh no! Over the Top Podcast Facebook page is on idle for the month of October? Yeah, that's the thing. But let me explain. Don't panic. Let me explain. Yes, there's no more Meme Mondays. Yes, there's no more gun keychain giveaways. Only for the month of October. So let me explain. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Over the Top Podcast. This is a show where we take topics that nobody wants to talk about, but everyone has an opinion on, and we let people get their opinions off their chest. We will literally cover every single topic except arm wrestling. Your host, Steve Matthews, joined by an array of different guests. So make sure you stay tuned in for Over the Top Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Steve Matthews, your host of Over the Top Podcast, right there. And I'm coming to you today for another installment of Over the Top Podcast, video style. What I want to talk to you guys about today is what's going on with the page. So, let's see. The month of October is going to be kind of a social media blackout for me. And what it's going to entail is no more Facebook, no more Instagram, no more Twitter. And the reason being is because Facebook is a complete monster. But, and the reason that we're focusing on this, to go with the podcast, is it is one of the topics on the wheel. Remember the icebreaker wheel? Just social media. We've landed on it a few times, but never really hit the deep questions that I crave for other people. I have a lot of questions in there, but we've never really hit the deep question, which goes into the Facebook algorithm. But before I go into the algorithm, I do want to point out that with Facebook, a lot of times it weighs on your psyche, weighs on your head, to the point that maybe you're not feeling right, maybe you're feeling down, maybe you're feeling upset and you don't really know why. Nothing really bad has happened, but you just don't know why. You're just in a bad mood. Things are bothering you. You're irritable. Why? Do you ever think that it's just because maybe you see so much crap online constantly? Constantly you got this thing and you're just looking. You're just looking. You're just looking. And it just weighs on you, man. It just weighs on you. So I want to take a step back, kind of a cleanse, if you would say, because people are doing cleanses like crazy. So with that, there's also another reason to it. Step away, get away from it. Try to separate yourself from the badness. Try to separate yourself from everybody else. Focus on you. Do you, boo-boo, in a sense. But also, back to the algorithm. So Facebook has an algorithm that tracks you ridiculously. Tracks you to the point that it knows you better than you know you. And if you don't believe me, let me give you an example. How many times have you been watching a video and it gives you a recommended video? And you watch that video and you're like, man, that was a pretty good video. Of course it was. It knew you would like it before you knew you'd like it. That's how it knows you better than you know you. It's kind of a stretch, right? Or is it? People are so afraid that there's going to be an AI takeover, but they really imagine it in the form of like iRobots. But that's not the case. AI is integrated into everybody's life every day more than they can really fathom. The fact that Facebook has so much information about you. And when this was put to me this way, it was kind of, it was more powerful this way. Is you go to work and you sell a piece of your life, an hour of your life at a time, to a company that gives you an hourly wage. Right there, give me that wage. Here where I live, it's $8.75. It's minimum wage. A good job is $20+ an hour. But even $20 an hour. Give me a $20 bill for an hour of my life that I can never get back. Doesn't seem worth it, really. But the reality of it is we all have to live. Do we want to live in a house? Do we want to have a car? Do we want to have nice things? Do we want to be materialistic? If so, you have to give up that time of your life. And when put that way, it's a little depressing. It is. But regardless, that's life. Life doesn't care. Life's not fair. Life sucks. Right? But what if I were to tell you you're taking the same hours, sitting right here, same hours, maybe more if you're off, and sit here in this, 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 this. You're giving Facebook hours of your life that you can't get back for zero wage. You know what they're doing? They're collecting the data. They're putting it all together and packing it down and saying, this is who this is. This is Steve Matthews right here. He has common likes with 10,000 other people. Maybe it's a gun. Maybe it's Glocks, Remingtons, Kimbers, Sig. But they know I like them. So what do? They categorize me with thousands of other people that like the same thing. Then they go to these companies and they say, here's a concentrated market for specifically what you are selling. You pay us money, we'll give you their information, and you can advertise to this group. There has never been marketing that strong. Marketing on radio, you're advertising to everybody. People that don't like guns, people that don't like that brand of guns. You may hit a customer or two that like it, right? Radio's not visual though. Sure, let's go to TV. Same issue. Shoot, nobody hardly watches TV anymore anyway. Strictly TV, strictly cable. So you're going to miss some there. A billboard. Billboard's visual. 10,000 people drive by this billboard a week. Yes, but you're going to run into the same issue. Not everybody likes your brand of gun. Not everybody likes guns. And not everybody looks. But when Facebook offers, hey man, I got this person that sits on Facebook for 30 to 40 minutes at a time. They like your brand of gun. You can advertise to them. There's never been a way to market that concentrated, that fine-tuned of who exactly you're going after. So you give hours and hours and hours of your time to Facebook with nothing in return. Nothing. Maybe a laugh from a meme. Thanks, Meme Mondays. And you get nothing, but Facebook cashes in on all the data that you have given. Like, it's so precise that it knows that when you watch a video, you're going to log off in 13 posts. It just calculations, man. I've noticed that when he gets to about 13, he logs off. So at 10, I'm going to give him another video to watch to keep him on the page so I can keep pumping and pumping and pumping advertisements in. I can keep pumping the advertisements and keep making the money while they subconsciously don't even realize it. That's why the page is going idle for a month. That's why I'm stepping away. I want to know, does Facebook's AI smart enough to not only know that I'm there, take my data, and put me in a category, but is it smart enough to realize that I've stepped out? I've stepped out of the matrix, per se. I don't have a spike in the back of my head like Neo, but for fuck's sakes, man, you're right here. You're right here. You're not here, and you're not here. You're here. You don't know what goes on around here because you're right here. That's the matrix, man. Step out of it. But does Facebook realize that I've left the matrix? Does Facebook realize I'm not active? Will it actively hunt me down? Will it actively try to pull me back in? Will it send me emails? Hey, which I've noticed I start getting tagged in stuff that I've never really been tagged in from other people. I've not opened it because I refuse to go to it. But people I've never even seen have tagged me in things that I don't know why. I want to know if it'll start sharing stuff that I liked before I left, with people that are located around me. Is it going to say, hey, I know this person. I know his wife lives there. So what if we show her some stuff that he would like? Maybe she'll show him, and he'll have to log back in to see it. I know it's not happening right now because of COVID, but like, what if it was a concert? His concert's coming up. We know he likes this band. Put it in everybody's feed around him so they show him, and he'll log back in to see it. Does Facebook have the capability to hunt me down? I'm curious. We have 31 days to figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. 31 days. Maybe longer. Maybe. It's been kind of peaceful without it, but I can't tell you, and it's sad, it's honest to God sad, of how many times I've picked that thing up and pushed where the Facebook used to be. Now it's Amazon. Now I'm shopping. So much better. But no. Just the instinct of picking it up and, oh, fuck, what am I doing? What am I doing? So, but at the end of it, at the end of October 31st, we're going to have a party. We're going to have a Facebook party. I'm still planning it. I'll keep you updated through the YouTube page, so please check us out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you do all that stuff, notify, everything like that, so every time we get a video, you guys watch it. Because I got some sweet news coming this month. I'm not walking away from YouTube because I'm still liking to do the podcast, and the video aspect of it's intriguing to me, and I'm back at it. And right now I'm trying to book in the owner of Ronin MMA, which is here locally. He's been on my podcast before, but not with video. So I think that we're actually going to try to shoot the podcast in the MMA gym. So it'd be kind of a cool change of scenery, right? I mean, you know, I'm already digging it. Got the UFC belt, Uriah Faber shorts, autoed. So, big MMA fan. So I think it'll be pretty cool. But that's what's coming. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening with the page. So, sadly, this month, we will not have any Meme Mondays. We will not have any gun keychain giveaways. But at the end of it, we're going to have a blowout. I promise. I promise. So, guys, please stay tuned. Please find us, get us on YouTube, get us subscribed. Let's jack that up pretty please. And let's make everything happen. And stay tuned for all the stuff that we're going to be doing at the end of October. But until then, see you guys later, and I appreciate you. I'm out.